What up? It's your boy Battleship Cobra, aka Mike Taylor, your friendly neighborhood SAP Business One consultant. Today we're going to continue on with dashboarding, but first, do you guys ever go people go to Starbucks or whatever, you go to different coffee places and you go to a different place. I went to this place, JJB, and they have amazing coffee. I'm in BC, Vancouver, BC, Canada. And so I walk in there, I'm like, can I have a grande? And she's like, do you mean a medium or a large? And it's like, come on, you're a barista, but you don't know what a grande is? You have to pick a team, the words that you're using, you don't understand it. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I should have remembered that they did that, but anyway, it's just kind of France. It's douchey, right? And then you go, I'm sure if you go to Starbucks, they wouldn't be like, oh, I don't medium. They don't care. It just seems to be these small coffee houses. They either pick medium or the whatever Italian way of saying it, and then they get all uppity about it. Anyways, I'm not really an aficionado. I use an AeroPress and I grind my own beans and whatever, but I don't have really particular taste. I really think it's like wine. I mean, people tell you this is good or that's bad. It means nothing. It's like art. It's completely up to you and what you like. Yeah, it's kind of not that cool. Just the grind. It's just the grind. They're just words. Who cares? Whatever. So today we're going on with our dashboard thing, and with the dashboard thing we are going to talk about selectors and filters. So previously we've done all of our performance manager, the performance manager. Go back, look at more about how to set your goals, metrics, and dimensions, and I talk a lot more about the decision speed framework by IVM. And the book is great. If you pick it up off Amazon, there's lots used options and stuff. I think this only cost me $5. So much information and a whole framework to start working towards. So yeah, today we're continuing on with the deep dive of Crystal Dashboard Design, an awesome program. Combines all sorts of data into one place. Used to be called Excelsius, and so it uses Excel actually natively within the program. So I'm continuing with my series. If you like this, go back and check the other videos, and if you like this video, carry on with the next videos. So let's jump right into the system and check out selectors and filters. Let's go. Okay. Firstly, I just have to say I apologize. I have to cut off the bottom of my screen. My monitor resolution is 1920 by 1200. So normally I set it to 1920 by 1080, but my monitor has been failing. Thunderbolt has been crashing, so it's just a small little issue here. You can't really see, you won't see me switch between the different sources, but that's okay. Just trust me if I say I'm switching between the pages there, that's what I'm doing. Because if I recently, if I switch to 1920 by 1080, then I've had to reinstall my monitor drivers. So I don't feel like doing that. I'm sure you can forgive me, everybody, forgive me. Okay, so what the F are we doing today? So demo preview here. Okay, so you've seen these charts before, but I've added a lot of the selector and filter sources here, and I'm going to walk through what to do. Okay, so sales, YTD, LTD, YTD plan. So I just picked one here, so you can see this cool chart. And you can see this selector. This is not new. This can be enabled just for the chart, so you can see the specific thing. I think this is ridiculously cool. So you can analyze by quarter or whatnot. So that's one selector. Then you can use these drop down, or obviously there's combo boxes. I didn't do just a basic combo box. I did a filter combo box, but yeah, obviously there's drop downs too. I just did a double combo box. There's a list box here too, so I can switch between these. And I use this little spreadsheet list output here to actually show the data as it's switching. So you don't have to have this. I just am using it as an illustration. This can also be used as a selector, actually. If there are multiple rows, you can click it and use it as a selector. And that's cool too, but right now I'm just using it to switch. Then you have your radio buttons, these kind of switches. So these are kind of one-to-one. Next, you have here these filters. So I have, this is actually showing stuff. It's just showing it over on the side. So if I switch to engineering, salary, so this is kind of to do with this expense series of data here. So engineering, salary, you can switch between this. So let's go to travel. So I just put these different things, but this can do two kind of different ranges here. And so you could do executive, salary, etc. And this would output this into this particular row to be consumed by something else. I mean, it can be just a list of information. It can also be consumed by a chart, say, or a KPI, or whatever, a chart, graph, map, container, diddly-do. Okay, then you have, we're going to go up here to our expenses by department breakout. So we've seen this before. You can add these little checkboxes, so you can just like remove different sections, and you say you just want to compare salaries. Okay, that's cool. You can add back in the different series there. And then you can use this select departments for comparison. So this is kind of like a multi-selection. You've probably seen something like this before, but you can say remove a couple of these, click update, and that's super cool. You can see what's going on, add engineering back. You can just do one. Can I remove them? So I just want to see engineering, and then you can see, right? So that's I think that's really cool. You can just highlight all these, add them, update, and throw it back in there. So this is kind of like a multi-selection. Again, this can be like sized, and you can change different things, set defaults, all those things. It's really interesting. So down here we have, I didn't really custom, oh, and here you're going to have what's being output. So you can see this down here. Yeah, it's still on screen. So you see these can also be used as selectors too. I didn't use these, but you could click these rows and have it do data insertion. I'll show you just briefly how that works after. So you can use these to do selections too. So let's see if I remove this, I'll remove this. So it takes it out. You can see in real time what it is actually doing with the data. So these two are I didn't really think of a specific scenario for them, but say you had a bunch of scenarios, maybe you had product categories and then specific products or product lines. This is really kind of cool. If you have a ton of data there, you can select, so it is still on screen, you can just select one, this will do insertion like that. And then you have these nested lists. These are super cool, but they have to be done directly from a data source, so I'm not going to do that. But these could be multi-select. This has a kind of a combination of selections and also data, so I really like that. So let's jump out of here. So most of these, like, it's roughly the same type of thing. So I was doing a VLOOKUP in my previous video, and yeah, maybe that's not the way I was doing it. There was for calculation purposes, but you can just insert the entire row. So you could basically just say, take this source data, and then based on the insertion type of row, insert it into this destination row. So basically when you're selecting something from here, it takes the entire row of data and replaces it here with whatever you're doing. So your chart, my chart is based on this, range, and then when you click these boxes, it actually replaces that range, and that's what causes this to switch around. So all these charts are effectively the same thing. So this is just being switched by this. So basically in the same way, you're going to see that it does a series 1 and it does a row insertion there. So this one just manages it, and then basically if you don't select all of it, it just leaves blank rows. And then you can just tell the chart to ignore blank rows somewhere in here. So ignore cells in blank rows. So what it does is, you do it for a big range, but what it'll do is it will just ignore it for a specific, like if there are blanks, it'll just ignore it and make it look nice and clean. So fundamentally, the rest of these, like these spreadsheet outputs, are just literally a section of data. So it's not like these are not that difficult, and you could do the same thing. So position, value, row. I believe these can do columns too. Yeah, so you could do insertion type position, labels, value, row, column, status, list, and filtered rows. You can look up in the help file exactly what each one of those is. You can actually look in, let's see here, column. So this will show you a little animation. It's actually pretty cool. So it'll skip ahead here and it'll tell you what exactly it's going to do. So each one of these in the little box here, it'll tell you. So status list, 1, 2, 3, to a list. Yeah, each 101 is inserted into the core. Okay, so yeah. So these are really neat. I end up using probably row and column the most frequently, but yeah, these are really interesting. So you think these selectors and these filters, these are going to be insertion types. So that's really what you're looking for. So here's a selection of them. Let's see if I missed anything else. So there's obviously the checkbox and the combo box. I didn't show those because I've showed those. Well, I showed it kind of up there, but the combo box is literally just a single drop down. So that's really easy. Filter, yeah, and all these ones, hierarchical table, that's this one. And we're going to talk about some of these other ones in the next couple of videos. So that's it for the demo portion today. Bye for now. So I hope you liked the selectors and filters, or selections and filters demo there. So again, once you have, those could be dimensional, going with your dimensions, they could be metrics, you could use them in a whole bunch of different ways. Again, they're kind of that fun user interface, what if scenarios, or selecting different dimensions into a specific chart, or anything data, KPIs, you could use it to switch between regional dimensions, different things like that. So you can see how those would be useful. Thanks again for watching my videos. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to go to supportme.battleshipcobra.com. There's some free ways to support me. I mean, just liking this video, just watching this video is great. Just subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and I'm going to make lots more content. I primarily focus on SAP Business One, but this series is about dashboards. But this crystal dashboard design actually does exist in SAP Business One. So if you're a Business One user, it's very applicable to you. So hit that subscribe, notify, blah blah blah, or just keep being cool, and have a great day. Bye for now.